Okay. Is that music on? I don't hear nothing. It's like loading. Hold on, give me a sec. Should be working now. Yep. Alright, so second thing I'm recording today. Just because someone needed help with this. Let me turn my game volume on just temporarily because I normally have it off. Someone wanted a more in-depth guide on how to do Majin Buu loops, so here we go. I think he wanted 5H specifically because there was a little bit of trouble or something. So that's what they look like. Those are the 5H loops. You can get 4 reps of those if you get this starter, or this starter. And, yeah, they're the most consistent Majin Buu loops. You basically just always get 4 loops. But anyway, I think he was having trouble getting the delay, which let me just show you real quick. So right there, that's how you do it. If you do it instantly, it'll look something like that. If you just try and chain them normally. Because Majin Buu will be too far away. And I'll explain that this game has a property where on the smash hit, you see how for the cinematic, Majin Buu is slightly further than he should be? You see that right there? If I could just freeze. You see how he's slightly further than the corner right there? Right. That's what you don't want. So you delay because then the game moves him forward to match. That's what you want to delay it for. And when you do that, that will work. After that, you get into the loops. Now the loops are actually not that difficult. If you're having trouble with these, here's what you gotta remember. You can use the noise. You could use this video auditory cue. Sort of remember it. Right, something like that. But, yeah, so, here's the deal. It's very height-based. You kind of have to eyeball it. If you can do blue coup loops, you could do these loops. That's not what I wanted. You can just get away with doing a very slight delay between those two. So something like this. Something like that, and then a little delay between that. That's what I like to do. There's some people that like to do the buffer for that. Something like that. They like to sort of buffer the 5S and 5H, but I find it easier to just sort of delay all of them an even amount. There's sort of a rhythm to it, right? You can do something like this. Where it's all sort of like an even amount. It's sort of like buh, 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 right? Just if that's easier for you. Some people like the fucking buh, buh, bum, buh, buh, bum, buh, buh, bum, buh, buh. Some people like that sort of thing. It's really just a matter of practice. It's sort of difficult to explain actually. You sort of just have to go with your gut on the height. And just put a very slight delay between the 5S and the 5H and 2S. And you should be fine. Like, it's not a super basic combo by any means, but it's really not that hard. In fact, I think it's actually easier than Bardock loops. Right? Even, I just fucked it up. Fuck. I'm actually really bad at these. Because I'm not good at buffering a button after the air dash. Fuck. See that? Look at this. Dude, these are harder. And a lot of people do these. So, yeah. Then there's also the so-called optimal starter. This one, you will not be able to get 4 loops if you don't get anything other than a 2M. But, it's worth it because the damage is much greater. Fucking, this one is a little bit tricky. But it works pretty decently consistent on anyone that's bigger than GT Goku, basically. Here's the deal. As long as the old route, there was an older route that looked something like this, where you could air dash after and it would be auto-timed. And then that would be how you set it up. And that one also does more damage, but this one is worth practicing. It scales a little bit less. You get 4 loops off it. That right there. What you want to do, if I do this instantly, that says 24, right? What you want it to do is have it say 32 at all times. That thing that said 32, you gotta have it say 32. You have to delay it so that you think that 2M could hit. And there's sort of a semi-visual cue for it. It's just you could do it when it seems like they're about to touch the ground, you press the button. So right there, I missed it, but that was actually good timing. So it seemed like he was about to touch the ground, and so I pressed the button when he was about to touch the ground. That's sort of when you have to watch for. This one's a little bit tricky. I'd say that one's definitely harder. I don't go for that one online. I normally just do the 5H version. But if you can't do the 5H version, just sort of think of it like a rhythm, sort of time it out. Boom, bam, bam, boom, bam, bam, boom, bam. You gotta sort of like rhythm it out. It's a little bit weird. There's also videos out there, like this dude, the doctorblu, did it, where he used Rhythmic Theory to teach you how to do it, and I'm gonna link that in the description. But yeah, so that's basically how you do loops. It's really just a matter of practicing delay. If you're good at like staggering normals, right? If you're good at doing something like this, right, where you want to do a sort of trick between the Dragon Rush or that to get a 2M starter, then these should be no problem. You're basically just staggering the hits in between. It's not a chain combo, it's a loop, right? Base Vegeta loops are also good practice for this because they have sort of a rhythmic aspect to it. But yeah, so that's my loop guide, specifically for the loops, not just combos. But yeah, hopefully that helps some people a little bit. See ya.